5 times the bolt size, not the bolt hole, which is up there, the bolt size. So if the bolt hole is 16, it will be a bolt size of 14. 2 mil difference. So 2.5 times 14 would be 30. 14 is 28, and 7 is 35. So 35 would be what you push it, the minimum out to the edge. So D would be 35, D would be 35A, B, sorry, would be 35, and B would be 35. Then you work out what A would be. So that would be 500 minus 35 minus 35, which would give you 2 A's. Divide that by 2, and you get round about 260. And then you've got to apply the maximum. Do you remember that one? 300 times the thickness. And the thickness is 8. So the maximum is 32 times the thickness, sorry. And that's 256. And what did we say before? 216. So that's fine. We can leave that at 216. And that's what I call an easy one. Whereas this last one is tricky because the A ends up being too big. So we have to pull in the bolts from the edge. I'll go over all of that. I'm just giving you a heads up. Secondly, yes, this girder is going to appear in the test. I think I said that last week. There'll be different numbers and we'll calculate them out. I'll go over how we did it last week in the revision, but you won't have those same members. And it won't be the same length. So you'll have to produce a schedule right down here. And in the test I'll ask you something like calculate D or calculate H. Or if I don't like you, I'll say calculate N. And there's your reinforcing question. Now it won't be the same. What you have here is a bar coming down and a bar coming down at that point. Then you've got the lacking bar which goes like that, and another lacking bar which goes like that, and then you've got a bar which goes, and you've got all those. Now you have to divide that into 2 in order to work out how many of them there are. Up here, with numbers, and I might say calculate P or calculate C. Alright? So those that do their own reinforcing with me, you make my reinforcing is a lot easier than that on the test, on the assignment. So if you've started that or you've done that yourself, then you'll find this is relatively easy. If you don't, you'll find that this is relatively hard. So there'll be 2 or 3 questions on that. There'll be 2 or 3 questions on that, and 2 or 3 questions on the total. Plus the multi-choice. Alright? So what I'll do, this is unusual for me to show you this early. I only said I'd do that for those who turned up today. That'll be part of the revision class, and I'll probably make that available before the revision class so you can have a go at it, and then I'll go over the answers and I'll give you a detailed thing on how the answers work. Right?